So that was Maroon 5, Wake Up Call. I don't know if I ever did that song, but it's a good song and I love it. But I do know the next song I'm going to be doing because I want to hear the song again. The next song is on, well, actually I already recorded it, for, Friday, for last Friday's video, is, Umbrella by Rihanna. It's a good song and I love it. I don't know if I ever played that song, but whatever. Alright, so in the last chapter, apparently, if, the question of the video is, do you guys think, Evan was a little overdramatic about what Sebastian said, or do you think he had every right to be pissed at Sebastian? And I said, if I was Rory, of course I had the right to be pissed at him. So yeah, here is chapter 25. Sebastian's point of view. So this is going a little bit back, after, Rory and, Evan left. Sebastian's point of view. I stare at the door in disbelief. Had that really just happened? Had I really been stupid enough to blurt that out? Had Evan really just walked out on me? Seb, hey, what happened? Murphy asked, coming up the stairs with Liam following behind him. Oh, great. He literally said something in German. Evan. I whispered, I love Evan. I know you do, Sebastian. You told me, but what just happened? Murphy asked gently. Accidentally told him the truth, I said shakingly. Accidentally told him it all started. I didn't have feelings for him. Now he's mad at me. Hell, he probably hates me. And he has every right to. I gulped down a string of curse words rising in my throat. Liam was right there in my shock state. I didn't know if they would come out in English or German. I need to go home. My mom won't want me staying out this late, I said, fumbling around in my pocket for my keys. Murphy reached out and grabbed my trembling hands. He forced me to look at him in concerned eyes. Sebastian, Evan loves you. Yeah, you screwed up pretty badly. Just let Evan calm down, and then you guys can talk it out and fix everything. Your relationship with him isn't over. He just needs to calm down and everything will get better. I know it will, he said seriously. I nodded him and he pulled me into a quick hug. I left my house and got in my car, waiting until the trembling in my hands calmed a little before pulling out on the road. I put on a Panic at the Disco CD and played Built God. The Will Talk, I just want to listen to anything that would make me think of Evan. The last thing I needed right now was a car accident, though I certainly deserved it. I made it to my house and let myself in. I walked upstairs, began to head towards my bedroom. All I wanted to do was read. Sebastian Christoph Amsel, take your shoes out before coming through the house. My mouth said sternly, glaring at me from the living room. Sorry, I'm about pulling off my shoes. What's got you so distracted, Sebastian? My dad asked curiously. He was sitting next to my mom on the couch. What the hell might as well tell them. Evan, I said quietly. My dad raised an eyebrow. Now, Sebastian, your mom is told that you could date. We given you permission when you were 14, but you almost promised that a relationship would never come before school. Evan seemed to be a very nice boy. But if he's going to be this much of a distraction to you, something will have to be done about it. Evan's hurt expression flashed before my mind, and I felt my patience with my parents slipping. Go ahead, Dad, do something about it. We're not even together anymore because I messed it all up. The dumbass I am. I snapped before storming to my bedroom. I fell back on my bed and buried my face in my hands and tried to control myself. I would no doubt be grounded for that. I can't believe I actually snapped at my father like that. Calm down, Sebastian, I whispered to myself. Sebastian? I pulled my hands away from my face and looked at my mom. I sat nervously, rubbing the back of my neck as she came and shut the door. She grabbed the chair at my desk and dragged it over so she could sit across from me. I'm really sorry about that. My outburst, Mom. It won't happen again, I said apologetically. My gaze dropped to the floor and my head dropping the same. You're right. It won't happen again, or else you'll be grounded for 2 weeks. 1 week for being disrespectful to your father, and another week for using vulgarity, she said seriously. I nodded at her surprise. I wasn't being grounded right now. Geez, was my mom sick or something? She always grounded me whenever I was disrespectful. Sebastian, your father is right. If a relationship are going to distract you like this, then you shouldn't have them. She said. I mentally sighed, great. Just what I don't want right now. A lecture on how I should have relationships. But the fact is, you were in a relationship and now you're upset, she said. Her voice getting softer, completely shocking me. I looked up and saw her concerned eye. She brushed her hair behind her ears. Look, I don't know what happened between you and Evan, but if you need to talk to me or your father, we're here for you. I know you like to handle things on your own, but sometimes you need other people, she said. If you need us, we're out in the living room. We love you, Sebastian. She stood up and gently stroked my cheek before leaving. I fell back against my bed again as she shut the door. I stared up at my ceiling, too afraid to shut my eyes. If I closed them, I would see Evan's hurt expression. And I couldn't stand to see it. Not when I had caused it. I had promised him I would protect him from Jason and Kyle, and then I had ended up being the one to hurt him. I could hardly believe it. You're so stupid, Sebastian, I groaned, smacking his face palm against my forehead. I loved Evan so much. I can't believe I just blurt out like that. Of course, hearing that was going to hurt him. And the way he had been acting. Evan was never serious like that. In the 7 years I have known him, I had never once seen him act serious like that. And Rory taking to Evan would be hard, because Rory would always be with him now. For as much as he hated Evan, I knew Rory loved the guy like a brother. Rory had been right. I had hurt Evan, and no matter what happened now, I would never be able to forgive myself for that. Evan's point of view. Because I wanted to go. I would have been gone by now, I mumbled to myself as I waited for my alarm to go off. I hadn't slept last night. I really need you near me to keep my mind on the edge. I continued. Evan, stop singing. You suck. Rory grumbled, stretching and rubbing his sleep out of his eyes. He shut my alarm off as it started going off. He got up out of my bed and offered a hand to me. I took it and he pulled me out of the bed. He grabbed a change of clothes for me and for himself. He handed me the clothes before shoving me into the bathroom. Shower, put your clothes on, fix your hair, brush your teeth, he said before shutting the door. I did as Rory instructed before heading back to my bedroom. Rory was waiting for me in there already. He stood up and handed me my backpack before dragging me out into the kitchen. My parents shot me a concerned look as Rory gave me a granola bar. Evan, are you okay? My dad asked. Never been better, I mumbled, glancing down at my feet. My chest was still aching, and now I was exhausted too. Evan, what happened? Mom asked, coming over and placing a hand on my shoulder. Why are you so upset, honey? I shrugged our hand off. We're going to be late for school, I said, grabbing Rory's hand and pulling him out of my house. We got into the car and he turned on the radio. We drove to school. The only noise between us was the radio. He turned the car off once we were in the school parking lot. Rory turned to me, gripping my shoulders, forcing me to look into his eyes. Stop acting like this. The end of the world. Stop acting like it's the end of the world, Evan. Trust me. He isn't worth it. You never acted like this before. It's weird. Quite frankly, it's a little scary. Get your shit together. For as long as I've known you, you've never been this depressed. You're Evan Dorsello. You're supposed to be loud and obnoxious, not depressed, he said sternly, slapping me. I winced and rubbed my cheek. Thank you, Rory, I said silently. If it wasn't for you, hell, I probably would have slept with Sebastian, and that would have made it so much harder. Evan, you're freaking out. Seriously, get a hold of yourself, Rory snapped. But I could see the concern in his eyes. Without another word to him, I got out of the car. Rory copied me, and the two of us went to school together. Rory followed me to my locker and watched me get my stuff before leading me to his locker. He exchanged his book and sighed. Let's go to class, he said, pulling me towards first period. We sat, and I rested my head on my desk. We had a substitute today, which was good. Maybe I could nap or something. The bell rang. The substitute took attendance before putting some notes on the board. I picked up my head and started up to start writing, but Rory shook his head at me. Take a nap. You look like shit. I'll make a copy of the notes for you, he grumbled. I nodded and put my head back down. I couldn't shake yesterday from my mind. No matter how how depressing it was. Evan Rosaldo, I looked up at the substitute, noticing my dad standing next to me. My dad mentioned me over. I got up and followed him out of the classroom. Evan, what happened? Was it something with Sebastian? He asked in concern once out in the hallway. Dad, it was nothing. I don't care about it, please. I said, begging with my eyes for him to let it drop. I didn't want to talk about it. Dad nodded, understanding. Okay, but if you need me, just come to my classroom, he said, giving me my shoulder a reassuring squeeze. I nodded him before going back into the classroom. I put my head down the whole period, but I couldn't fall asleep. When lunch came around, I stayed close to Rory. I was debating going to my dad's room for the period to avoid Sebastian at the same time. I didn't want to see my dad shooting me that concerned look the whole time. I followed Rory to the cafeteria. We sat down in our normal seats. I didn't look up and I heard people saying across from us, Evan, please talk to me. I squeezed my eyes shut at the sound of Sebastian's voice. I shut my head slowly and opened my eyes, glancing up. No, I whispered. No, I don't want to talk to you, Sebastian. Evan, please, Sebastian said, looking deeply into my eyes. I found myself starting to get lost in his gaze. His lips twitched. A ghost of usual smirk on his face. We could talk this out, and I promise I won't be mad at... And I promise you won't be mad at me anymore. Just hear me out, okay? Someone pinched my arm and yelped in pain, jumped into my eyes. My eyes snapped away from Sebastian. I clenched my fist, realizing that what he had been trying to do. If Rory hadn't pinched my arm, I probably would have done anything Sebastian had told me to. Stop doing that, I cried angrily. Stop using your eyes on me like that, Sebastian. You can't control me. If I wanted to hear you out, I would. Stop trying to force me to. You disgust me. The girl's smirk faded and pain flashed through Sebastian's eyes. He took a deep breath, trying to keep his emotions in check. Evan, I'm sorry. You're right. That was wrong of me. I won't do it again. Please calm down and let's talk about this. It was just a misunderstanding, he said calmly. I hate that smirk you get when you know that you're winning at a stupid game. I hope I never have to see it again. I hate that you're trying to be all polite about this, like it's some kind of normal meeting. It's our relationship, Sebastian, and I don't seem to be upset about it ending, I snarled. Of course I'm upset about it, Evan, Sebastian said in shock. Please, will you just listen to me? I know it seems bad, but I love you, Evan. I really do. I really love you. I don't want you to be mad at me. I don't want our relationship to end. I'll explain everything if you just give me a chance. I stood up, my emotions creeping back on me. No, I choked out, my eyes starting to water. I wiped them in embarrassment. Great, now I feel like I need to sing Evanescence. But you don't deserve to hear my incredible singing voice because you're not a freaking dick. Yeah, that's the second time I used the F word because of you. I hope you're happy, you frickin' dick. I had most of the cafeteria's attention by now, but I didn't care. My hands were trembling. I just wanted to get out of here. Sebastian was staring at me, working hard not to let my mouth drop open in surprise. I'm not even worth your emotions, am I? Just keep acting all calm, casual, Sebastian. Leave me alone from now on, I said, my voice breaking. I hurried away from the table and out of the cafeteria. I went down to the senior wing and slumped against my locker, burying my face in my hands. You're dropping the F-bomb a lot lately, Evan. Your mother would be ashamed, Rory asked, kneeling down next to me. Couldn't take the blame. Sick with shame. Must be exhausting to lose your own game, I sang to myself quietly. Stop singing Evanescence, Rory, said, smacking me in the back of the head. Get it, Evan. Yeah, I said. I sighed and banged my head against my locker. I hate this, Rory. I love him, but I just feel so betrayed. Evan, please don't feel betrayed. I turned to face Sebastian. He nervously ran a hand through his hair and sighed. He stepped closer to us. Rory stood up. Sebastian, go away. Evan doesn't want to talk to you. You've done enough. Rory said flatly. Rory, move. I need to talk to Evan, Sebastian said, trying to keep his patience. I stood up and glared at Sebastian. Don't tell Rory what to do. Only I can tell him what to do, I snapped. Rory facepalmed himself and let out a noise sigh. So much hatred. I have so much hatred for you, Evan. I pee hate for you, and that's how much hatred I have. You should probably go see a doctor about that, I said. Patting his shoulder, I turned my attention back to Sebastian. The pain in my chest started up again. Sebastian, just leave me alone. I'm not a game, and I won't let you keep playing me. Go away, I said, my head starting to throb as well. I grabbed Rory's arm and dragging him with me we could go hide in an empty classroom until the period was over. Sebastian grabbed my hand and spun me to face him. Evan, I am begging you just to hear me out. I know what I did was wrong, but I mean it when I say I love you, he said. My eyes watered, and I reached up and slapped him as hard as I could. You know you deserved that bitch slap, I growled. Sebastian rubbed his face gently. A bright red mark in the shape of my hand was pointed on his cheek. It made me feel better and worse at the same time. Let's go, Rory. God, I wish I had a Pokeball for you. But you've been annoying as hell. If all I could say was your ugly name, I said, dragging him with me as I walked away from Sebastian. Once we were safely away from Sebastian, I released Rory. I opened my backpack, decided to work on my math homework until the period was over. Shit, I left my math book in my gym locker when we changed for the makeup today. I'm groaned. Now let's go get it, Rory said, rolling his eyes. I'll get it, I grumbled, slinging my backpack over my shoulder. I'll be right back. Here, take this $1 and get me a strawberry flavored water out of the vending machine. Rory took the $1 and headed off towards the vending machine. I made my way down the senior wing, realizing that there was no science master. He must have gone back to the cafeteria. I let myself into the locker room and I went over to my locker. I put in my combination and grabbed my math book, stuffing it into my backpack. I shut my locker and turned to leave, slamming into someone, falling down on my butt. I paused and looked up not in the mood for whoever was here. My eyes widened as Jason reached down and gripped my shirt, pulling me to my feet. He smirked at me. Kyle was standing Kyle was standing behind me. We saw that the whole lunchroom scene, faggot. Sebastian was a fucking dick, huh? Harsh. He said, his smirk getting even wider. But you had to let But if you and Amzel hate each other, then I'm sure he wouldn't mind us beating the shit out of you. I gulped and tried to pry Jason's hands off me. He pulled his fist back, that stupid smirk of his getting even wider. Well, that wasn't going to be pleasant. There's no Happy New Year's, guys, or New Year's Eve. Well, whatever. If you guys like me and you're not gonna be driving tonight, be careful and don't drive drunk, or else Evan will bitch slap you. But maybe as a little present to you guys, I'll give you the next chapter tonight. So vote. Also, what do you guys think is gonna happen to poor Evan now? What do you guys think is actually gonna happen to Evan? 19 minutes. Okay. So yeah. I am going to go get my hair cut. It's getting long. So yeah. And until next time, guys, okay? Just ask the GSA. Huh?